Yeah, and so good evening to each and everyone who are present here. Thank you so much for making your time despite your busy schedules and of the weekends. And I will try to make your time worth it by this session. For any newcomers, I would like to remind you that this is our third session. And so, first of all, it will be better if any of you can confirm me, is my voice visible or
Yeah, good, good,
yeah.
Arshad.
Yeah, thank you. Then, for any newcomers, I would like to remind you that this is our third session. In the last 2 weeks, Dhananjay sir conducted two sessions where he had tried to explain the basic structure of things Sabio. Today, we will cover the remaining topics. If you missed the previous sessions, you can find the links in the chat box, or for those watching the recorded session later, the links to the previous sessions will be in the description box or comment section. Don't worry, even if you missed the earlier sessions, you will still be able to understand today's content. And let's recap the topics covered in the last two sessions. Yeah, I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, you are able to see.
Yeah, let's recap the topics covered in the last two sessions. We started with an introduction to Thingsavio, its inception, and the role of Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). We then discussed the individual statistical report and then individual institution report and Thingsavio diamonds from the search section of our website. Additionally, we covered the complete report section on our website, which includes various reports on a daily, weekly, and quarterly basis. Finally, we touched on the community tab, our picks and donate sections of our website. And let's continue and discuss the remaining parts. So, yeah. So if you check in symbols, we have the future compare symbols where we can compare different types of symbols. Like for example, if I want to see the performance of Apple and Microsoft together, so I can see by using this future. And then we have future like verify symbols versus institutions, where where we can where I mean, where we have a hunch, if we have a hunch that any institution is investing in any symbol, particular symbol, and we want to confirm it, then we can confirm it by it. Yeah. Then moving averages. So here, for example, I will type like Tesla, TSLA Tesla. So in our website, only simple moving average will be available. So simple moving average is calculated by taking the closing prices of last X days, summing them up, and then dividing by X.
What made me use this challenge? Say goodbye to her. You got yourself out. She had to do a challenge to complete it in a minute, and if she didn't do it, she's out. Bye. Bye. One of you guys is getting eliminated. It's the wheel of doom. She's gonna spin it first.
Well, I mean,
Obviously, the she's gonna respin. But if it lands on her name twice, then she's still out. So there's a chance for Mandy to still be eliminated from this.
Would be helpful if everyone puts themselves on mute.
yeah, then let's continue. So in our website, simple moving average will be available. Simple moving average is calculated by taking the closing prices of last X days, summing them up, and then dividing by X. For example, if I need to calculate the 10 DMA, which is 10 days moving average, DMA full form is days moving average, or we can also call it as simple moving average. So if I want to calculate 10 DMA, 10 days moving average, yeah, so 10 days moving average. So what I will do is I will collect the closing prices of last 10 days. Then I will sum all those 10 days closing prices, and then I will divide it by 10. Then I will get one answer, and that answer is 10 days moving average. So in essence, the simple moving average is like a mean value, which we will do in statistical reports. And also we have exponential moving average. And exponential moving average gives more weight to recent prices, making it more responsive to new data. And the difference between simple moving average and exponential moving average is is just I mean, it's just a little difference. In simple moving average, we will just calculate the closing prices of last X days, whether it can be 10 days or 20 days or 50 days or 100 days. And then we will sum them up, and then we will divide it by the same number. But in exponential moving average, we will calculate simple moving average as usual. With the simple moving average, we will add smoothing factor. We will additionally add smoothing factor, which makes it more responsive to recent price changes compared to the simple moving average. Here, what is smoothing factor in the sense? Smoothing factor have a formula that is alpha equal to 2 by n plus 1, which we cannot go more deep as usual. So here by using this moving average, what's the use is we can be more responsive to recent price changes. I mean, we can know what the recent price change happening, and so we can make our informed decisions according to that. Then we have ThinkSavvy weekly gems. Yeah, and this is one of the greatest reports that ThinkSavvy had ever produced. So here, have you considered identifying stocks that have been in a continuous uptrend for the past few weeks? Our ThinkSavvy Weekly Gems report highlights these stocks, detailing the number of weeks that have been surging along with their starting prices. This report provides a clear view of which stocks are consistently rising and for how long. All our users will receive the mail on weekly basis about these weekly gems to always stay informed about the top performing stocks. And and as you can say here, weekly gems, you can see like for example this HUT company, it had been trending, it had been surging from the last 7 weeks. So as usual, if the stock is performing consistently, there is high chance that it will continue their performance, and it will continue to search. Again, here one disclaimer is that we have to observe whether it is the right time and right place to invest. Like here, sometimes what will happen is, for example, if a company is searching from the last few many weeks, then there may be high chance that the search may be already over. I mean, it had already raised to its extent, so it may not search further. So we have to observe whether it is the right time I am investing it, or at the right place. Uh, that we have to research, which we will discuss more in our coming time. And then after, yeah, and all of the remaining things are discussed in the previous sessions. Yeah, and again, yeah, and here, uh, yeah, until mutual funds, we have discussed everything. So here, I need to tell you one thing. Here we have three things, right? One is institution, and the other thing is hedge funds, and the other thing is mutual funds, and the other thing is insiders. There are four things. In if you observe in sales section, there are four things: institutions, hedge funds, mutual funds, insiders. So when you observe, the purpose of these four different things is the same, but all of these things have different meanings. So what are these meanings? First of all, institutions. Institutions are large organizations that invest a significant amount of money in the stock market. So these can include banks, insurance companies, pension funds. I mean, they have large resources and often they influence the market with their buying and selling activities. Like sometimes, if you follow daily news, we will see some news like XYZ institution has purchased some stock. So just by that news, the stock will boom, and vice versa can also be happen. So, so the question is, where do these institutions get money? So these banks get money from people depositing their savings. For example, insurance companies collect money from people paying for insurance policies, or pension funds receive money from workers saving for retirement. Then we have hedge funds. Then hedge funds are private investment funds that pool money from wealthy investors. They aim to achieve high returns through various strategies, including leveraging, short selling derivatives. So here, leveraging is nothing but borrowing money from others to invest in the stock market. Short selling is nothing but here I am betting that a stock price will go down in the very short term. And then we have derivatives. Derivatives is nothing but which we will do F&O, future or options. So they are more flexible and can take on higher risks compared to the mutual funds. And again, where do these hedge funds get money? Hedge funds get money from very rich people who invest large amounts of money. These investors are usually looking for big returns. But here it is also important to note that when there is a chance of big returns, obviously risk will be also be more. And then we have mutual funds. Mutual funds are investment funds that pool money from many investors to buy a diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, or other securities. They are managed by professional fund managers and are designed to be less risky and accessible to regular investors. So sometimes it will be very confusion to understand between hedge funds and mutual funds because the meaning is similar. But it is to note that in hedge funds, only a group of rich people they manage it. But on mutual funds, what will happen? In mutual funds, they get money from many regular people who invest in a small amount of money. So then we have insiders. So in insiders, insiders are individuals who have access to important non-public information about a company. They can be executives, directors, major shareholders, anyone. So that's the motive. So here in our Thingsabio, we are collecting all the data from these institutions, from these hedge funds, from these mutual funds, and from these insiders. I mean, which can be definitely helpful in our research, which can definitely provide a sort of support in our research. And then we have options. So if there is anyone who are interested in who are interested in the options, they can try this. So basically, what you will get in this is just like a call put ratio. What is the call ratio? For example, if I'm searching for Tesla, what is the call ratio of Tesla? What is the put ratio of Tesla? So what is an institutional ratio? So I will get basically, I will get a idea like what are the option contracts, what are the call contracts, what are the put contracts. So by this I can get some sort of support again. And also we will get the what are the top institutions which are presently holding Tesla, so that I will get more support accordingly. Then we have finally, yeah, then we have price. Price like, see, if I want to invest in a stock, for example, my budget is $10. So I mean, just like uh, I don't want to invest in more worthy stocks. I want to invest in such a stock which is below $10. So then I can use this feature. For example, for minimum, I want to invest in the stock of $1, and for the maximum of $10. So then if I click on submit, then I will find all the stocks which are in between the range of $1 to $10. Similarly, you can change the minimum price and maximum price as your convenience. So this feature helps us. So at present, there are 1,951 stocks in the US stock market, which are in the range of $1 to $10. And here there are filter option. If I mean, if we want to include any specific sector, and if we want to exclude any specific sector, and if we want to include any specific industry, and again, minimum percent count change, minimum percent shares change, and yeah, minimum performance according to your expectations. You can filter it. So this can be useful in filtering the. I mean, this feature can be useful in filtering the stocks according to our budget. So then we have Mark Minervini strategy. So see, what is the Mark Minervini strategies? You can see the first three lines. Like Mark Minervini is one of the most successful investors of the last 30 years, consistently outperforms the stock market, and is a two-time winner of the US Investing Championship. So he had won two times the US Investing Championship. And here Mark Minervini employs the SEPA strategy. SEPA in the sense, short for specific entry point analysis, which focuses on identifying exceptionally strong stocks with upward trends both fundamentally and technically. He aims to enter the market at the right time and price, employing a strict risk mechanism to yield substantial profits. Yeah. So here, see, we have two options. One is meet criteria and one is no longer meet criteria. So what are these options? Basically, if a stock to come in Mark Minervini strategy, it need to go under 8 fundamental rules. There are 8 fundamental rules. If any stock satisfies those 8 fundamental rules, it will come under meet criteria. And at present, yeah, unfortunately, we can't see any stocks. Uh, Maybe as the market is not running at present. If you access the stock when the market is running, then we can see. But we can see here no longer meet criteria. No longer meet criteria in the sense, okay, before this uh, these stocks had met the criteria of Mark Minervini strategy, but at present, these stocks are not meeting those 8 fundamental rules. What are those 8 fundamental rules? We are going to discuss. So, Mark Minervini strategies includes 8 fundamental rules to be followed. If any stocks satisfies all those fundamentals, it will come under Mark Minervini report. We think Savio have full trust on that report, and hence we are providing it to all Think Savians. So what are these Mark Minervini report in the sense, first of all, the current price. What is the current price? Here, the current price should be greater than 150 days moving average and 200 days moving average. I mean, you can see all the rules here. It's you can see all the rules here, which we had provided. Here, all these criteria for investing the stocks. You can, I mean, if you want to learn more, you can read later. So here the rules are like, first of all, 150 days, the current price. What is the current price? $46.88. This current price should be more than, this current price should be above. I mean, this current price should be greater than 150 days moving average and 200 days moving average and 50 days moving average. So this current price should be greater. This current price should be greater than all the days moving average which are available here. 50 days moving average, 150 days moving average, 200 days moving average. So if we observe here, so here the for the symbol WLYB, here the current price is $46.88. And here the current price is more than 50 days moving average, which is 39.97, 150 days moving average, which is 36.65, 200 days moving average, which is 35.54. So here, this, I mean, here this symbol is satisfying the first rule. I mean, first two rules. That the current price is greater than all the 3 days moving average, which is 50 day, 150 day, 200 DMA. And then here the other rule is like, this 50 days moving average should be greater, 50 days moving average should be greater than 150 days moving average. 150 days moving average should be greater than 200 days moving average. So first of all, the first two rules are, the current price should be greater than all the 50 days moving average, 150 days moving average, 200 days moving average. Then the other rule is like, 50 days moving average should be greater than 150 days moving average. And 150 days moving average should be greater than 200 days moving average. And then we have rule like 200 is moving average. It should be trending from at least last 22 working days. Trending in the sense, here you can see today $35.54. So obviously, when the market starts, I mean when the market starts on tomorrow Monday, so obviously the all of this current price changes. When the current price changes, obviously all of these daily moving averages daily moving averages will also changes. So here, to meet the criteria of Mark Minervini strategy, the 200 days moving average should be a trending from at least the last 22 days. What it means is, today, for example, here I am seeing $35.54. If we come again on Monday and check on this stock, the 200 daily moving average value should be greater than $35.54. It should not be less than $35.54. If you see, I mean, if you observe that the 200 daily moving averages is decreasing on Monday, then obviously this report will not meet the criteria of Mark Minervini, and you will see the report as here no longer meet criteria. And then we have current stock price. What is the current stock price? This current stock price should be 25% above 52-week low. 52-week low in the sense, here we can see 52-week low is $28.35. The 25% of 28.35 is, I mean, if we calculate, yeah, if we calculate 25% of 28.35, we will get 7.08. So here, so what we have to do is, 52-week low is $28.35, and the current price should be Yeah, and the current price should be 52 weeks, 25% above or 52-week low. 25% of above 52-week low, in the sense, if we are 7.08 to this 52-week low, we will get the answer of approximately $35. So the current price should be more than $35. And again, it should be within the 25% of 52-week high. Within the 25% of 52-week high. If I do what is the 25% of 4819, so then I will approximately get the answer of approximately $10. So here, the stock price should not be less than the current price. The current price should not be less than 52-week high of 25%. Like if I deduct $10 from this 48.19, so we will get the answer of some $38. So here they intend to tell that the current price should be under $38 in the sense. If the current price decreases more than $38, it will not it will no longer meet the criteria of Mark Minervini strategy. So finally we have yeah, so finally we have so finally we have RSA ratings, which is relative strength index should be more than, here we have at final relative strength index. Relative strength index should be more than 70. So what is the relative strength index? Relative strength index is a momentum oscillator that measures the speed and change of price movements. It ranges from 0 to 100. It's like a pH scale, or it's like a any scale which contains from 0 to 100. Just like you can even compare it as our student report, which contains from 0 to 100. So it helps to determine whether a stock is overbought or oversold. This RS index will help us to determine whether the stock is in the condition of overbought or whether the stock is in the condition of oversold. So if a stock an RSI of 70 typically indicates that the stock is overbought, means it has been bought a lot recently and its price may increase further. And if a stock is less than 30, then it means that the stock is oversold condition. I mean, if obviously if a stock is in oversold condition, that then obviously there is a chance of more bearishness. So again, it is here to note that if you observe this I mean, if you observe this rule specifically, I mean, if you observe this rule individually, if a stock, obviously you can observe that you may think like if a stock is in overbought condition, there may be a chance of pullback or reversal. But as here we are following all the I mean, before coming to RSA, we are following other fundamental rules too. So here together it provides a very very extraordinary fundamental to enter into stock. I mean, obviously, it will give very high support. So again, for any, I mean, in case of any confusions, let me please recall all the 8 fundamental rules which we had discussed. First of all, the current price. First of all, the current price, whatever the current price should be more than 50 days moving average and 150 days moving average and 200 days moving average. And then the 50 days moving average should be higher than 150 days moving average. And 150 days moving average should be higher than 200 days moving average. And then the 52-week low, the current price should be 25% of 52-week low, which is which is you have to do. What is the 25% of 52-week low of specific stock? And we need to add it. So if the stock price is greater than the 52-week low of 25%, then it will come under report. I mean, if it does not meet the criteria, it will not. It will not come under Mark Minervini report. So current stock price is 25% above 52-week low, and current stock price is within 25% of 52-week high. So these are the 2 points which need to remember, and it may confuse somewhat. And then we have RSI ratings, and here the RSI should be above 70 to meet into the criteria of Mark Minervini. So, and these reports can be helpful. It will be very helpful if you are if you are interested in any stock, if you believe that this stock will rise further, and then if you find the same stock in the Mark Minervini report, then I can tell you can be more confident, because there is high chance, very high chance that the stock price will rise further, because the rules which are followed, the fundamental rules which are followed in Mark Minervini report, and this report provides very powerful stocks. And then finally we have Mark, yeah, finally we have build your own. So here in build your own, with this incredible feature, users can personalize. I mean, users can personalize their reports by applying various filters such as price, institution count, sector, allocated percentage, YTD 1 year, 5 year percentage, and then yeah, according to your convenience and according to your strategy, you can build your own set of report. So in build your own. And then in previous sessions, we had already covered all report section, our peak section, community section, and then things Savio. And in this things Savio section, first of all, we have TS University. So see, in this TS University, we have three options: stocks, options, crypto. If we click on stocks option, so see, here you can find popular stocks, and it is one of the greatest feature again, where more of our ThinkSavians don't know about this. So here, see, if we go to ThinkSavio TS University, and then we will see the three options: stocks, options, and crypto. If we click on stock options, you can find popular stocks. See, for example, if I want to invest in financial services related stock, but I don't know what are the famous stocks in this sector, then this report can provide all of the top 10 famous stocks in financial services. Again, in technology, if you want to invest in technology, you can find all the famous 10 companies in, I mean, you can find all the famous companies in technology stocks. And again, if I want to invest in semiconductor, EV, 3D, quantum, and again anything, if I want to invest in any particular sector, and if I want to see what are the popular stocks on this sector, you can find here. And again, here success stories. In this, you can see the success stories where many things Savians had got benefited by the things Savio, by the work of things Savio. Like you can see, like in the previous, how much return had been produced. And then we have chart talk by experts. I mean, if you want to see any, if you have any issue, if you want to learn more about stock market, if you want to learn more about things Savio, then you can find the related videos here. So which had been provided by different experts, which are related to stock market. And then again, if you have any doubts on reports, any report, if you have any doubt, then again you can see these videos. I mean, if you have any doubt regarding insiders, securities 13D by G, again, this point had been discussed in the previous sessions, where the institutions or hedge funds, they will inform the SEC if they had done transaction about 5%, And again, if I have any doubts regarding institution, then you can use this future. And then we have Telegram groups. What are the Telegram groups related to stock market? And you can also find it on community tab. And then after, and again, we have in options too. And options here, we have success stories where we will get to know the options where many users have got benefited from the things Sabio. And then again, we have chalk talk by experts, where again you will find if you have any I mean, if you have any doubts in options, and if you want to find any related videos, you can find here to, I mean, you can clarify your doubts, obviously. And here you have option Telegram groups, where you can find the Telegram channels related to options. Again, the same with crypto. Again, you will find the success stories, where you can find different scenarios where the things have been got benefited from things have you. And then if you have any doubts again related to crypto, you can find the videos here. And then and again the Telegram channels related to crypto, and it is one of the greatest future again. And then finally, the latest feature that had been added in our Think Savio, that is, yeah, and again, here we have founder story. And founder story, I mean, if you want to know about the hardship that our founder had faced while introducing the Think Savio, his story, then you can read it, obviously, even though it's very lengthy, it's very emotional. And then we have frequently answered question, and if we have contact, and then finally we have tools. And it's the latest feature that had been added, and it's very useful, obviously. So first we have percentage calculator. So what is this percentage calculator? A percentage calculator helps investors quickly and accurately calculate percentage changes, gains, or losses in stock prices. This tool is essential for assessing performance and making informed decisions. It also allows easy comparison of performance between different stocks or investment options. So just like in percentage calculator, um, yeah, I can calculate any gain. I mean, if I want to see, like, I had saw the stock, for example. I had saw the specific stock, let's say, for example, STL symbol. Today, this stock price is XYZ dollars. And tomorrow, after again, I will check it after 2 weeks. After 2 weeks or after 1 month, then the stock price had been increased. So if I want to know, then I will think like, oh, I should have been invested in this stock. Again, I had been have a hunch that this stock price will rise, but still I had not. I mean, obviously, then I will, if I want to check what is the percentage, then I can check, like, for example, the $10. I mean, if there is $10, I mean, today the price is like $10, and let's assume after 2 weeks the stock price is going to be $20. So obviously, if I calculate, I will get 100% of returns. I mean, on my investment. So if I want to calculate specifically, just like sometimes we will listen, why if I invest in if I invest in Netflix on 2012, then the stock price, let's say something like $15. And now, if you observe the price of Netflix, it is some more than some $100. Then what is the percentage? What is the percentage gain I had received? Like 56. Just like, for example, I had received a percentage of 566 percentage. So by this tool, I can calculate the percentage. And then we have stop loss calculator. And in this stop loss calculator, a stop loss calculator helps investors set stop loss orders, which automatically sell a stock when it reaches a certain price. This tool is crucial for risk management and protecting investments from significant loss. It ensures that large losses are avoided, preserving capital for future investments. Like, obviously, let's assume, like, if I'm investing in Tesla, and let's say I'm investing an amount of $1,000. Obviously, I need to keep a stop loss for that investment in order to minimize my losses. So let's say if I'm okay, if I'm ready to bear the 2% of stop loss, then automatically it will generate like, okay, stop loss is 20 rupees. So I will keep my stop loss at 980. So obviously, uh, when the stock prices reaches less than 980, I will sell the stock. And then we have back tester. So a back tester allows investors to test trading strategies using historical data to see how they would have performed in the past. I mean, which we had discussed earlier already. Like this tool is vital for developing and validating investment strategies before applying them in real-time trading. So it provides confidence in a strategy's potential effectiveness, making it easier to stick with the plan during real trades. Like again, we had discussed earlier. For example, there is a Netflix. So just like, see, if I had invested 10,000 rupees, if I have $1,000, so if I have $1,000, if I would have invested $10,000 on Netflix on the date of 2020. See, on the date of 2020, on 1st July 2020, or we can change it to 20 July 2020, and then obviously today's date. And what is the percentage? I mean, basically, if I invest in Netflix before 4 years, what is the percentage that I would have got? So again, see, if I had invested $1,000 on Netflix in the year 2020, which is 4 years back, now my returned amount would be 260, which is if I add 260 to $1,000. So obviously my profit is more $260, and I would get a profit of 26%. So again, obviously the famous stock which you are talked, Nvidia. So if I had invested $1,000 on Nvidia 4 years back, and what is the percentage I would have got? You can see it's unimaginable. Like I would have got 10,226. See, I had invested 1,000 rupees. I had invested 1,000 rupees, but I am getting a profit of 10 times of my investment amount, which is 10,226, and the profit is 1,022%. So by using this tool, back tester, we can perform, I mean, we can use this strategy to build more confidence on stock market. So what is the scope of stock market and how much return can I earn in the stock market? Yeah, and that's it from today. If anyone have any questions, please free please feel free to ask.
Hello, good evening. This is Chetan. Can you please show where the last two sessions have been saved on the website, please?
Yeah, okay, definitely.
Thank you. Thank you. I have one more question. On the backtesters side, I see the earliest date the reports are available are from December 2019.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason? I mean, just to check.
Sir, obvious. I mean, yeah, I mean, some stocks had been, yeah, I mean, some stocks had been started investing from that year. I mean, there are, yeah, just like, sir, I mean, it's just for an idea, like, uh, from at present, we have last 4 years, sir, and we will gather more data. As I had told earlier, that this is the latest feature that had just been added to the Things Hardware website. So obviously, we can see for further improvement. So
Sure.
obviously,
This
here
is a great feature.
what it was really, there are many stocks which had been introduced later. I mean, there are very few I mean, obviously, in stock market, there are very few stocks which are more older, and obviously, we will improve as further, sir. And then, yeah, I had received a question in the chat box. So to tell about sound and CR-based timelines. Yeah, sound and CR-based timelines to hold the stock.
Yeah, this is I think Napa. I think this is the recommendation is going for a long time, right?
Yes.
So how do you we enter it? So like every time keep averaging. So is there like a when is the date to be sold, or when is the because we can't track when is the trial or the drug trial announcing or something, or this is the AI thing, right? So how
Yes.
long do you when we wait for this so small stocks?
Yes, sir. So obviously there are two things, sir. I mean, to identify when should we purchase the stock and when should we sell the stock, there are two things. That is, one is fundamental analysis and the other is technical analysis. So obviously, Things Happier provides at present, uh, to the best of my knowledge, Things Happier provides the most and utmost information about technical analysis. So we have to see what is the performance. Like for this, we need to have a little knowledge of charts. I mean, so if you see the charts, you can know like what is the all-time high value of sound. For example, here we are talking about sound and CRVS. So we will know what is the all-time value of sound and how much it will rise. And there are some support points and pivot points, resistance points, standard deviation points. So we need to observe those points. And obviously there is Fibonacci levels, which are very famous. So we need to consider those. And then we also need to consider if there are any recent news, like if there is any upcoming year, what is the expectations of that upcoming year, what investors are expecting. So so obviously I had understood the question like for how much long you should hold the stock, how should we know? So for that, basically, we need to have a little understanding of fundamental analysis and technical analysis. So obviously, if you observe the sound, obviously the NVIDIA had invested in it, and obviously it's AI related, and it has so much potential. Fundamentally, the company is strong. Obviously, the company, even though there are short-term fluctuations, on the long term, the stock can perform well. And the same with CRVS, as it is a biotechnology related company, we have to see what are the upcoming catalysts and what are the upcoming results, what are the news, if there is any conferences, if the management is uh, if the management is talking anything about company. So from that we can know about the timelines. So I mean, and little we have to have the knowledge of chart. Like we have to know what are the support levels. What, yeah, what are the support
No,
levels?
but
What are the
for me, both these stocks are not making money. But if you look at the fundamentally, so it's all about the future data. Okay,
yeah
so what is going, if you look, Amazon was, I don't know how many years it was not making profit, but
yes
still people, so it took a lot. So if you look, it will fail in both on the charts and the fundamental, right? So one thing what we are doing on both, okay, there is a rumor, there is, I don't know what, and like okay, so basically you're saying from the SEC, these companies are buying, which makes, maybe they are very long term. So all this biotechnical depends on the FDA rule 1, FDA 2, FDA 3. When the moment it comes to FDA 3, it makes a huge difference. And if you look, their earning per share all negative. It's not like Nvidia, right?
yes sir
We can't even compare that one to these two stocks.
yes sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
So that's
and yeah, I will be frank, sir. And at present, to be frank, I had already checked what is the current scenario of sound. At present, it indicates bearishness, sir. And I am showing you the. I mean, on short term basis, at present, the stock is showing bearishness. Like for
okay.
example, yeah, there is a average directional index. We have two things, ADX. I mean, we need to check the what is the direction, what is the average direction the stock is going, and what is the volume, average volume that the stock is going. And if you observe, like see, volume are decreasing from last, well, at present, on the short term, I'm not telling on the long term.
Okay.
At present, you
Okay.
can see the volume is decreasing.
Okay.
Volume is
Got it.
decreasing gradually, but okay, direction is going upward. Again, you can see like it's on daily frame. I had kept the stock on daily frame. You can see, okay, it had performed somewhat well till 12th March, 13. I mean, in the mid-March, it had performed well. But from the mid-March, you can see the direction had been coming downwards. It had turned so downward, and now it again trying to rise. But it's trying to rise. The direction is trying to rise, but the volume is decreasing. Here you can see the direction is going upwards, but the volume is going downwards. So obviously, which indicates a little bearishness for the short term. I am not talking about the long term again. And so at present, the stock is showing somewhat bearishness movement in the sound. And again, we can check this the same with CRVS. Uh, and yeah, obviously, you can see CRVS again. This stock had performed well again till the March April month, and from the March April month, and I mean from the last weeks of April month, again you can see the direction had came lower, and again it's now trying to rise further, and you can see the same way is it volume. The volume had been decreased. I mean, you can see the volume had been decreased from
Okay.
the obviously from the last 2 months. I mean, from the last 2 to 3 months, the volume has been decreased. So obviously, for the short term, this stock is also indicating bearishness. Obviously, I cannot predict. Maybe on Monday there
Okay.
may be any sudden news, any sudden positive news, and it may rise. But at present moment, so obviously, I mean, by using this, for example, by using these technicals, I can easily know that this stock is showing somewhat bearishness. So, so if you are aiming for the short term, then I will set the proper stop loss. I mean, according to your strategy. But if it's for long term, obviously, it has potential. Obviously, like when the earning dates come or when anything happens, so obviously we can show some potential. So
So which
that's
chart do you
how.
use? TradingView?
Yes,
TradingView.com?
sir.
Which one?
Trading view.
Okay.
Trading view.
Okay.
I mean, there are many indicators, but just for the basic purpose, I had informed those two indicators. So that's how you can understand the timeline. Just like see again, if I had invested in the same company on January
Mhm.
month, let's assume you had invested the same company in January month. then I had
Mhm.
showed you it had performed exceptionally well in the March month. Then you may have
Mhm.
got high returns. But after March month, due to many reasons, whatever it may be, the stock is not performing well. Maybe it can perform after few months. I mean, after when there is any news related, any positive news, then we can see the momentum in the stock. But obviously, there is high potential that the stock had long-term potential, definitely. And again, so
Okay.
basically, yes. So basically, I think these things are your as an e-commerce website. I mean, basically, these things are there can be helpful as an e-commerce website. For example, if I want to purchase a specific product, I will check. I mean, if I want to purchase any specific product on any e-commerce website, I will check and compare it, and I will see the reviews. And based on my research, when I was happy with my choice, when I think it is the best option, I will purchase it. But after when the product received, it may not good. Sometimes happens. Like sometimes I had purchased some product earlier in e-commerce website and it was completely faulty. And my elder cousin had purchased a fridge cost 25,000 rupees, which had which became fault. So again, uh, I mean, in a similar way, we search for and pick certain stocks based on our expectations. Sometimes the results don't go our way. At the time of the pick, everything might look good, but when the stock falls, we see negative outcomes. We might blame ourselves and feel we made a foolish decision. However, just as we don't stop using e-commerce website despite a bad experience, we shouldn't give up on investing. Instead, we learn from our mistakes, stay focused, and continue to invest. And it and obviously it will help to boost our confidence levels.
So just one more thing. So how much do you put a stop loss? Say if I bought it at current, it's somewhere around $5, right?
Yeah,
So do you have like a 10%? I know that it cannot be like a straight answer. Like
yeah.
everybody's
I
timelines are
mean,
different.
could you? I mean, it depends on stocks. Or again, the stop loss is
Mm-hmm.
can be decided according to the stock. Just for
Mm-hmm.
example, let me tell you the example of Son, sir. I mean, shall I tell the example of Son or any
Yeah,
other
sure,
stock?
sure.
If you
No problem. Go ahead.
again you
Yeah,
like
go ahead.
whatever
Yeah,
stock you like.
I do like it. Yeah, I do like it, but I know that's just
Yeah,
some.
I mean, just for example purpose.
Mm.
So see, just for example purpose, if you see this is Son company. Again, for example, to understand the stop loss, see, I will draw Fibonacci. I mean, there are different strategies, but here on this chart, I think Fibonacci levels looks good. So there are Fibonacci levels. There is one indicator Fibonacci levels. In Fibonacci levels, what we will do is we will see what is the lowest indicator and we will see what is the highest indicator and we will draw the we will see what is the lowest circuit and highest circuit, and we will draw the Fibonacci levels there. So let's see here, this is the lowest circuit. I mean, in recent times, this is the lowest price that this song had gone through. And this is the highest price that this song had gone through in the recent times. So see, here I had drawn the Fibonacci levels. So for example, let's say I am investing. I mean, if you are investing at this point, at present the price is 4.93. At present the price of Sony is 4.93. So here I can keep the stop loss somewhere to 4.50. Because here there are two things. Here, what is the purpose of Fibonacci level is if in Fibonacci levels, there is a chance that it will take the Fibonacci levels as support and it will rise again. I mean, for example, you can check historically. You can check historically at this point. At this point, see, it had taken support and it had again raised to many further. And you can check at any point. Fibonacci levels basically used to. So again, you can check here. So basically, there is a chance that it will take support and it will rise again. But if it had not taken support and it will rise below, then there is a high chance that it will raise below more. I mean, it will fall more. So if I am investing at this 4.91, so I can keep the stop loss nearly to 4.60, 4.50, because there are two scenarios. One scenario is like it will take this point as support and it will again rise further. And the other scenario is it will not take this as support and it will fall below. If it is falling below, so obviously after 4.50, the next to Fibonacci, I mean after 4.91, the next to Fibonacci level, what I am seeing is 3.47. So there is a chance that this stock will fall till 3.47. So I don't want to risk my more money. So I can keep the stop loss something in between 4.60, 4.50. Then obviously if it taken support, then I will be happy. If it had not taken support, I can minimize my loss. I mean, it's not only Fibonacci level. From some stocks, you can see the pivot levels. I mean, if you type pivot in indicator, you can get the pivot levels. I mean, yeah, you can get the pivot levels. And in these pivot levels, you can find what are the support points we have. I mean, what are the latest support points we have? What are the uh, resistance points we have? And you can, and again, you can change the time frame according to your convenience, whether it can be from 1 minute to obviously 1 year. So here you can set the different support points, and I can place the support points as stop loss. Like for I am investing at 4.93. So I can place the stop loss till 4.70 or 4.40, and you can use the calculator to know how much percentage it is. So like that, sir. I hope you had understood.
Yeah, got it. So in this trading view, how does the Fibonacci level? So is there a way to search it there in the chart? So you were saying Fibonacci, but in the tradingview.com, so how do you search? Is there like a word Fibonacci there?
Yes, sir. Here,
Is there?
sir.
Okay.
Yeah, in
Yeah, in
third
this chart,
option,
yeah.
sir. From the top third one. In the third one, first we have Fibonacci retracement. Or there is also shortcut. Alt plus F is the shortcut for it.
Okay. So is this website free, or do you have to pay? You have to take a.
Sir, yeah, if you are using two indicators, less than two indicators at a time, it is free.
Okay.
If you want to use more than two indicators, or if you want to compare different symbols or different indices, then you have to pay subscription.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Is it important to see other indicators, or is it okay with the two indicators?
I mean, again, it based on the situation. It based on situation. It based on chart. For some charts, Fibonacci levels cannot be used. I mean, the chart is in such a way. Obviously, if you want to invest, I mean, if you want to draw Fibonacci level, for example, I need to have a lower circuit and higher circuit. But for some stocks, you can't find the higher circuit. I mean, again, it's based on scenario, it's based on the situation, and there are many indicators. There are some tens of indicators available in TradingView, and based on the situation, we need to apply. I mean, obviously, we need to have little session on that. I mean, we need to have little knowledge on how to see that. Again, based on the situation, we can't.
Okay, this was a good session, Arshad. Thank you for sharing, because I had no clue on this. You know, if we can talk little more. I don't know. I joined late.
Yeah,
But if we can talk, if we can do like a session from basics to do about what this trading view is, how you can see, how much it costs to do this, and which ones to look at, you know, Fibonacci or the pivot or whatever.
Yeah, that's it. Definitely on the upcoming session, so you can consult.
And
Thank you
also,
for
Arshad, if you can put any information that however you're studying, no, okay, there is a book you can read on this. You can put that on the education group. I'd really appreciate, you know, if suppose there's some information on the trading view, so we can sit and learn more and then.
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. Definitely. I mean, there is a book. I mean, there is a company called Zebralon. I mean, it's like it's company name is Zebralon. That company related books are of more knowledgeable. I mean, it will be more helpful
Can
and
you
it
put
is
the
very
name Zebra? What it is in the chat?
yeah. I will keep it that Zebralon. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I will keep it, ma'am. I mean, that author books are like very easy to understand and very easy. I mean, in this Zebralon, and it's the company name. Like it's just a company name, and in this company we have obviously many books, and in that books there are some chart related book which is very easy to
Okay.
understand. I mean, if you even don't know any knowledge, I mean, they will explain by using the pictures.
Okay.
Definitely, I will keep it on the education group later.
Yeah, I can, if I look at it, no, and I can put that there in that group chat. I'll see if there is anything over there. But thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
This
Yeah,
is,
obviously,
this is difficult. It's not easy, See,
yeah,
I thought, okay, I didn't understand much, I was just listening, but I will listen to the recording. Sometimes even all these like technical analysis or anything that even Hasti has taught, it's like difficult options and everything. You listen multiple times.
and again, previously, I mean, previous in my session, I had told about things about TS University. In the future, you can find also some videos which can explain more about technical analysis. I mean, if you have any free time and have a look at it, it will be very
Okay,
helpful. Yeah,
I'll take a look. Yeah,
yeah.
I'll take a
In
look.
future also, we will try to take more sessions. And thanks for your support.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Are you in India, Arshad, or are you in the US?
No, no, I'm Indian, ma'am. India.
Oh, you're in India? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, thank you. If you have any questions, please feel free.
You, Arshad. This is a nice session. I really like it.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
And mainly the Things Sabio portal. I think you have done a great job in explaining. The product is coming up really well.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for your suggestion, sir. Yeah, I mean, if anyone have any questions, please free to ask. Uh, if not,
Every day I'm losing money also. I'm putting this stop
yeah,
loss and everything is really hard, because sometimes
yeah, it's
you
very hard.
do and then like sound also. Yes, I know people are telling, yeah, invest and stuff. And then sometimes, yeah, we don't have patience. I sometimes
Yeah,
very, very impatient. I just immediately say, oh, it's going down. I sell it off at a loss. And then I see it going up. So it's sometimes difficult also.
yeah. So that only, ma'am. For example, last few days there is a stock GME, GME stock, GameStop stock. It had been got so much hype just because Roaring it is investing in it. So at the time, so it's like a gambling. I mean, if you there are
Yeah.
many people who had lost it, and there are many people who had made profit of it. And again, at the time, if you observe the charts, I mean, which we had discussed, what is the average direction it's going, what is the average volume it's going, then obviously we can have. I mean, obviously it will come from experience at the end of the day. Then yeah, we can have more idea